Even most of the brilliant ideas that we are seeing today, research shows that there were once mistakes of something that was supposed to be done.
Yeah.
The future depends on understanding ideation itself.
Did you know that even the greatest ideas of all time started as simple ideas? Welcome to the Diary of a Bushman, a space where we explore life down to its essence, and a place where we explore what really matters. In today's episode, we bring you one of the creative brains in a specific area of idea generation. Welcome, Mr. Busulwa.
Thank you so much.
Huh?
Thank
so,
you.
Mr. Busulwa.
Yes.
I read some of your work and I've interacted with a few people who have gone through your hands. And they all say something very similar, that you should be among the top people when it comes to ideation and creating ideas. And I'm curious to know about how you do it, why you do it, and when you do it. But before we get into the details, introduce yourself to the viewers out there. Who are you?
Interesting. Thank you so much, whoever is seeing us from anywhere. My name is Charles Busulwa, and I'm Ugandan. I'm a person. I like it always to say that I'm a person too, because I always make mistakes wherever. And I'm proud to say that I'm a trained teacher, actually, of adult education before I joined this field of ideation and social business.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is who I am.
Great. So maybe just to get a little bit of context and a little bit of background, can you briefly maybe share with us where you came from, where you grew up? Were you someone who had ideas as a child all the time, or how was it? How was it growing up?
Growing up has been an interesting journey for me. I think right from the background, I grew up from a family where even at home, you wouldn't receive something and then you don't ask questions.
Okay.
So this gave me always to ask questions in every spaces, that even when I've acquired something, for example, I ask you something and then you give it to me, then I will be asked a question.
You would ask me a question?
Yes. Why have you given it to me?
When you asked, it's you asked in the first place?
Yes. Why have you just given it to me because I've asked? Is that a reason enough for you giving me whatever I've asked? So we grew up in a family that even many people took to be complicated, even on the village. A few people who know where I grew up from, Dr. Mukasa's place.
Okay.
And of course, the grandfather of that family, the late Professor Kasuja. So they are so much strict when it comes to things of knowledge sharing and all that.
Okay.
So as a person, I think I picked there the art of being inquisitive and questioning in most spaces.
Okay.
I think which has been so much good.
So,
and of course, when I finished my education, and then I joined the Social Innovation Academy, first as a scholar, it was a nice experience for me. And then I always had ideas in mind that I always wanted people to ask me. Until when, I fought so much to reach the level of coaching and facilitating and helping out other people to ideate.
Okay, so this ideation comes from your background of a very inquisitive kind of family setup, where you question everything. So it's not like a talent, it was something that was developed within this family setup.
Yeah.
And now you're using it as a tool of helping others to develop the art of idea creation.
Yes.
Maybe for the people watching and listening to us, what are the, how do you come up with ideas? Like, tell us more about how you get these ideas coming up. What are the different sources that someone can use to come up with great ideas?
Yeah, interesting. Most of the times when we're beginning something, we are so much motivated by what we have seen, and in most cases what we have seen outside is always big.
Okay.
It's already big.
Yeah.
But then we don't know where it started from.
Mm-hmm.
That is something interesting. Even most of the brilliant ideas that we are seeing today, research shows that there were once mistakes of something that was supposed to be done.
Yeah.
So it's one of the core things that I don't take ideation, more so the beginning part of ideation, to be that much big.
Okay.
Should be a small bit of a bigger thing that you may want to do.
Okay.
For example, if you look at someone who is making nails,
Mm-hmm.
for construction, it is a small kind of metal, but then its absence may lead to the incompletion of the house.
Yeah, for sure.
However much
Nails on.
an engineer may do with a brilliant idea,
Okay.
but without that tool,
That simple nail.
that simple one,
Yeah.
with just options of sharpened end
Mm-hmm.
and the end where they stamp the hammer,
Yeah.
just only that, it is a great idea that almost, if not 99% of the houses that are supposed to be constructed, they will need the nails as a raw material to put up any structure that you may think about on this world.
That's interesting to hear, because you never take it serious.
You never take it
It's
serious.
just a simple nail.
Yes.
But
And
then
that
when
is
you talk
idea.
about it, now I see it, that you say almost 90% or even more
Yes.
structures cannot stand without these nails.
That is it.
So ideation should be something like this.
Ideation should be made simple. I mean, from the daily things that we do,
Okay.
the observation, the experiences we had. For example, if I happen to have a cup,
Okay.
and then maybe I'm teaching my child how to use a cup, and then I find it that maybe the cups that are there, the handles are big.
Okay.
You get, from
Yeah.
the observation, I've
Yeah.
seen my child struggling to hold a big
Yeah.
handle. You
Of
get.
the cup. Yeah.
Then I must design something that fits the
Okay.
child's
Yeah, the size,
energy
yeah,
and the size of the fingers. It's all about making things easier. And then
Okay,
at the end you
okay.
ask yourself, how many children are going to be under the target market, or mothers are going to be facing the same problem, but they are looking for a solution. That's how
Okay.
easy ideation should be.
Now, when you say easy, sometimes it's not as easy as you think, because I see companies invest millions and millions of shillings into this space of creating ideas. So, given the fact that they even invest in a lot, it shows that it's a big topic to many people.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as it may sound.
Yes.
But when you break it down, it looks like you can get ideas from anywhere.
Yeah, I always say something when a similar question comes in that line. You see, a baby falls many times when it's
All the
growing
time.
up. Yeah, but then it is something that we need to put emphasis on, that they sustain with less injuries as compared to the elder person.
Talk about it.
So the ideation I was talking about in the first place is so much suitable for the startups, or for the initial stages.
Okay.
Now when it comes to bigger projects, of course they will have budgets and all that.
Yeah.
Because even the problems they are facing, they are bigger, just like an elder person
Yeah.
who falls. It
Yeah.
is the same thing. But when an elder person fall down,
Yeah.
they sustain injuries and even sometimes the scars. You
They
get?
even break.
So this is why they need budget, and of course
Okay.
their problems are bigger. So they need more budget, and of course there are tools like design thinking that are there to help them in ideation. But even when these tools are there, like design thinking, associative thinking, and all that, they are made as easy as possible, because the process remains the same. Only that at this stage,
okay.
just need to be sure of what you're going to do. It's all about observing,
Okay.
you get, ideate, test, not so much, and
But-
then make the mind free when you're doing that, even when you're in a group. No objection, but integrate each one's idea into, because these people represent the experiences of the people even the bigger company may be targeting.
That's something really, it's really eye-opening, that you need to be willing to fail with your ideation or with your ideas. But then you're saying that it's easier to fail at the beginning stage.
Yeah.
Or it's more flexible to fail at the beginning stage, like the baby. But then the bigger something gets, then the failing gets more.
Even the impact becomes more bigger.
The impact is bigger.
Yes.
So do you encourage people to ideate or create ideas from the early stages of anything? This should be the...
yes, ideation can happen at any stage.
Okay.
But the behind part of it I want to bring out is that if make ideation simple, even when it goes on the negative side,
Okay.
because it is simple, it will have less damage on you.
Okay.
This is why I bring back a baby falls many times, but then because it's the baby, sometimes even you're unable to see that this guy got it when I was a baby.
Sometimes you don't even realize.
You get.
Yeah.
But when you fall down when you're already old,
Yeah.
you have already the scars.
Yeah,
For me, most of the scars I have, I got it when I know. That I was young, but I cannot allocate or define that this scar I got it when I was 2 years or when I was starting to move.
Yeah.
You get. So when we make ideation simple and easy, in the relationship with the world that we are living in, the environment,
Yeah.
even when it happens to be a wrong idea,
Yeah.
the repercussions are going to be less and it will be manageable.
Okay.
You get.
That's interesting. This takes me to something that is I've been running in my head for a while, and that is what do you think that we people, the general public, in different spaces, what do you realize that we are actually doing wrong when it comes to this concept of ideation?
Personally, I think there is an idea of bandwagon.
Okay.
Yeah, the truth is we are not doing something new, but then it is always wrong to copy something the way it is because it is working on the other side.
Okay.
I take that as a wrong way of ideation.
So when we see an idea working on the other side,
Yes.
and then we copy the same idea,
Yes.
instead of creating our own,
Yes.
so you think that is a mistake?
That's a mistake. Yes, we are building on what is already existing.
Okay.
But then I find it not right to just recreate what is already happening.
Okay.
Because there are many factors that are there. I mean, the demographics differ.
Yeah.
It could be something that is working here.
Okay.
Because of different factors, maybe electricity, maybe psychological factors, maybe geographical factors, maybe even other factors. But because I've just seen you working, and you're making money, or you're making impact, whatever you're doing, I think it is going to work in my home village. Not even factoring in other factors that may be behind.
Yeah, maybe in your village there's no electricity.
There's no electricity, the level of education of the people.
The mindset is different, the culture.
Now you're getting it. The idea behind is you see something, make it, put it in position to see that it fits the demographics of the people or the area you want to put in. That idea. So it's all about learning from the existing ones, and then in the process of learning from the existing ones, however much they are brilliant, the aim is to innovate them, because as much as they are there, but still there are gaps that are there. So in the process of ideating, if we just copy something that is there and then we just recreate it, actually we are not innovating. We are just moving on a constant line.
So that's not ideation.
That is not ideation.
How would you call that? That
is more like
repetition.
A repetition, of course, but in an awkward way.
Okay, that's an awkward.
Because even replicating, you see, even sometimes even twins, sometimes they don't match the same fingerprints.
No, the twins have different DNA.
That is it.
Yeah.
However much they share almost the same hour,
some are even identical,
the mother and all that.
Yeah.
So I feel even replication is more than just doing what the others are doing. I may be doing, for example, I'm serving juice in one space.
Yeah.
And then I want to take the same idea they call it franchise.
Yeah, to franchise.
Like the way you see KFC.
KFC or
KFC that is operating in Kenya in a certain space.
Okay.
Let me say Nairobi. Won't be 100% the same as the other one, because there are many dynamics that are different. Maybe the way people advertise the other side is different.
Yeah.
Another example I can give, I want to do start a business that is disseminating knowledge about farming. I have urban farmers, and I have
rural farmers.
Yeah. You get?
Yeah.
Because I've seen someone organizing trade shows, printing magazines, and then host farmer trainers on the TV.
And it's working for them.
It's working for the urban centers.
Yeah.
And then I want to do the same business
with the rural people. Yeah.
They are off the grid, they rarely watch the TV, they spend much of their time. They don't have internet. And mind you, they rarely read magazines.
They don't even know magazines.
You get?
So the idea is good. The idea is good, and it's working.
Maybe these people need radio hosts, or even newspapers, or even community radios, and workshops organized on the LC level. It's the same thing, and it's aiming at solving the same thing.
And for us, sometimes we think we have created an idea by getting something that is working and bringing it here.
Which is total.
Now I get it. So as a person who is really almost gifted in this area of ideation, so what tips would you give us to improve our art of ideation in different spaces?
I think the first tip is learning from the existing ones.
Yeah.
And appreciating the gaps that are there.
Okay. So
that is one.
Okay.
And also learning the value chains. Most of the business that we are doing, they're just particles of the full value chain that we are supposed to do.
Okay. That's really interesting.
Like, for example, I will give an example of the business I'm doing.
Okay.
Because I also do a business. I've yearned so much to tap into the field of menstruation.
Okay.
And then I realized that whenever we talk of menstruation, people think of sanitary pads. Which is okay.
Me too, I also think about sanitary pads.
Like I said, I have a background of teaching. While I was still teaching, I realized that even those with the pads are missing school. Why?
Okay.
Those are the questions that people need to ask themselves when they're ideating.
Okay.
And afterwards, I realized there are more bigger challenges
than just the pads.
Because one, the pads were saying that they're expensive. Today, someone can receive a packet of pad of vin on less than $1 in Uganda today. That is 2,500.
Yeah, that's less than $1. Yeah,
less than $1. So why is it that it's still a challenge when it comes to menstruation, most among us? There are more problems like menstrual pain, how to manage these pads that are there. If they are reusable, how do they manage them, the cleaning and all that part of them. So many people, because they have seen the pads selling, they want to rush in.
Okay, so
and guess what?
Okay,
because they are new, the economies of scale is limited. They cannot outcompete the other people because they are doing what the others are doing, and the others have more experience, more resources, and more expertise to kick them out of business.
So basically, they are prone to failure.
They are prone to failure.
Yeah.
But if you come up with something that complements these people, like when we discovered that they have pads, but they're still missing school. Why? We realized that it was pain, and then we introduced a product that manages pain. So people who are producing pads, they have no chance other than working with us. So we are leveraging on their marketing, already the market that has been identified by them, because their customers who ask for our product, they have nothing to do other than bringing us on board, even when we have less resources at the moment.
Wow.
So that is the idea.
Wow. I like the twist, because now you're not actually competing with them.
They are partners.
Now they are partners in these guys.
Yes.
Wow. So this can be shifted to all different sectors. And in all
every sector has its value chain.
Yeah. So
and
you
that
have to understand
complements.
Yeah.
You grow tomato. You need agricultural inputs. And those are the fertilizers. So you need to keep in line with fertilizer producers. But when even the farmer grows the tomatoes, needs the buyers or the market vendors or people who are adding value on it. But even those ones who are adding value on it, they need hotels and people are going to sell.
So the opportunities are just endless. Just endless. look at it the right way.
Yeah.
And then you get it.
Yeah, definitely.
That is something that invites a lot of debate, and I think for sure I'll have to bring you once again and we share more about this, because it twisted my mind a little bit, and I believe it twisted the mind of people out there. And yeah, I really appreciate you for your time, and maybe you can leave for us something we can get hold on, but or any tip that we can keep moving with in this line of ideation, or in anything.
In the line of ideation, I think one should yearn so much to bring something that is, even when it is just an inch different from the existing solution.
Okay.
That's what we call ideation. And in the process, always keep the why question in the mind. The why question.
Always why.
Ideation may not be on the product,
okay,
but even on the mode.
So it can be on any
mode, or it is delivered, for example. For example, when you look at Jumia in Uganda, and then you look at Amazon, and then other platforms that sell products. The idea there is that these products were there, but people were finding difficulties in allocating where they come from.
Ah, okay.
So what Amazon is doing, it was an idea that yes, these people who produce, they know that they have to market, but maybe they somehow missed on what to do to market their product. So only that, it's the why.
So you love to look for the why.
You're producing an healthy product, and you know people need it. Why is it that they're not accessing it? Gave birth to the Amazon we have. Maybe because of people are not seeing it. There is proper advertisement.
So you should look always in this direction of
why.
Of the why.
Why. Always have questions of why, and after that, you'll have so many answers.
I think before we close it up, this takes me to the children. When you look at the children, generally speaking, so children, there is a stage in their lives where they ask why almost to everything. Why is it like this? Even like what seems to be obvious,
yes,
they will still ask why.
Yes.
They're like, why this, why that, why this? And then some parents tend even to send them away. They're like, you're asking too much. But I think this tries to build that inquisitive kind of mindset in the children. And this is what you're telling us to also adapt.
And this is why even research shows that a child, when they're still young, they learn more than an elder.
Really?
Yes, an example on that it is easier to learn a language when you're still young than when you're old.
We can't have it more than that. You've heard for yourself that ideas can come from anything, from what is existing and from what is not existing. So basically, you just have to keep it simple and be willing to start it and to fail. Because at the end of the day, some of the greatest ideas come from the least expected positions. So take the initiative to start, take the initiative to be curious, just like him when he was young. Maybe it could be the difference between where you're stuck right now to the next big thing. From us to you, we thank you for listening to us, and we still continue to invite you to like our channels, subscribe, and always leave a comment on what we should improve, what we should work on. And the more you do that, is the more the channel gets bigger. It's the more the channel gets the ability to invite bigger guests, and the more the channel brings impact right in your living room. From us to you, we say thank you, take care, and Busulwa, thank you for visiting us. We hope to host you once again.
Yeah, of course, in different topics.
Yeah, in different topics.
I will be glad to do so.
Okay, take care.